What's going on, man? It's your boy, Major Vernon, aka Mr. Money Man, aka I do real estate, aka I'm an entrepreneur. What's good, y'all? Man, my camera is dirty as fuck. Alright, there we go, man. Hey, man, coming to get y'all the news, the blues, and the clues, man. Let me set this up here, man, right quick while I try to get my little old toxic, my tonic going here. But yeah, man, just giving y'all another edition, man, of Wild and Rough Wednesdays, man. You know, coming to y'all live and direct, man. You know, giving you the news and the blues to get your money right, man. I just got off the phone chopping it up, man. Giving one of my peeps, man, a whole bunch of game on this real estate, man. A lot of things, man, and just wanna a lot of people, man, give you. I'm just going in, man. Like I ain't got no particular method to the madness, man. As anybody who follow me know, shit, man. I just believe I talk as the shit come to me, but it come from the heart, and I just speak it how I lived it, how I get it, and how I move, man. Uh, if you gotta sell fluff and all that shit, man, you know, yeah, you want that, you can go somewhere else to get it. But just chopping it up with one of my little old dudes, man, and this is a brother who he kind of done followed me for a few years now in the real estate field, man. And at one point in time, he was fresh out, fresh into the industry, and he jumped off the porch, man, and just started trying to dive into it, and he had some success, man. He didn't actually close his deal, but he actually, I took him through he went out there and implemented and got after it, and he got a couple contracts, and I think just due to title issues and stuff like that, they didn't actually close, but I think I was in the process of buying like two deals from him, uh, and two maybe three deals, and I went to some couple of his showings and stuff like that, but just chopping it up with him today, man. We kind of done, over the years, we done stayed in touch and stuff like that. And, uh, but, this was he reached back out here recently, trying to get back into business and stuff like that, So, we just having, as I do with anybody who come to me, man, like, I can only give you my perspective, my point of view, and what I see in the industry relative to my endeavors and how I move and how I operate. So, uh, and sometime, man, shit, we chopped it up for like literally. I got off the phone with this brother last night. Hit me up. It's probably like 12 or 1 o'clock, man. It's late. And I chopped it up with him for probably about an hour. It's well into 2 o'clock. I didn't make it home till maybe like 2:30 after I left the office. But I'm chopping it up with this brother, just giving them game on real estate, man, and just mindset, just the whole theory of engaging and not so much, man, the fluff and bullshit that everybody else give you, cause like it's a big difference between a person that want to sell you something and a person that generally want to teach you. But I know that's one of my biggest things, and that could be a curse in itself, because um, you limit the potential of revenue you can generate from just selling somebody some shit, you know. Uh, but I look at it as value. They say, you give a man a fish, you come back, you teach him how to fish, you go back and, you feed feed the village, so that's how I look at it, man. So, wow, yes, it's very easy to, time is very critical. Like, I literally talked to this brother today for maybe about 2 hours, man. Walked him through my spreadsheets, just, mentality, just a whole lot. But one thing I notice is, man, it is a lot of people want to do things, and it really just come down to getting out of the way. Getting you moving out of your own way. So like it's you put yourself in situations where whether you've been through it. I mean, you after a certain point of time, like you done made it through high school, or you done made it through your early adulthood. Some point in time, like we make decisions, if you're an adult, you have made some decisions. You've actually stepped off the porch, man. You don't start engaging and you don't start doing things. So, um, and whether those things are successful or unsuccessful, no, nevertheless, I mean, you actually done them. So in certain instances, you know, we don't never reflect on the things that we've done and try to apply them to our life. Like we might not look at the fact that because situations apply, like it's a lesson in everything we do, and within looking into those, it might not be in the same field or some similar. It just applies. The principle applies. Uh, and most of us, we really don't reflect on those particular principles and relate them to another thing that we might be engaging in. Uh, so we'll actually make moves without thinking and reflecting. If you kind of follow my drill, we'll make those moves, and then it takes someone else to validate it, and we be like, oh yeah, you're right, and it's not that, you know, um, it's a problem with that, it's not a problem with that because uh, it's just we being our own way. We overcomplicate it. We overstep it. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is, you know, putting yourself in a team building uh, environment. Mentorship. Uh, Getting with somebody who can help you realize. Cause like I can't. It's so hard for me to just give a person something and not fully uh, have them to understand what it is that they're doing. You know, so it might be just a simple question, but then you want a true understanding of it. You want to make sure that they have a true understanding of it. So that one question might turn into a 30-minute conversation. But it's not the fact that it's a simple answer. It's like truly wanting to explain and pull out all viewpoints. You know, so uh, and I think that's just something that a lot of people might not do. Everybody's looking for, I guess it's consultation or whatever, however you view it, man. But uh, just truly wanting to build up a bunch of fucking beasts, man. Like 100%, like straight beast mode. You know, and just get a fucking game, man. Like whenever I chop it up with anybody about when it comes to real estate, be in the bank, buying money, you know, fucking, you know, uh, one upon a time in my life, on religion, man, just what I believed in, you know. Like you can tell a person, like, and I probably mentioned this, as well, you know, a family person like talking about their kids, a married couple like talking about their spouse, you know, and the things you like to do, you enjoy talking about them. So, uh, and I think the theory behind why I operate the way I operate, and I kind of just gave this brother a whole breakdown of like why the numbers make sense. Why the numbers make sense. And I guess because I see a lot of shit, man. Like I follow, I follow people just to kind of see how they kick the idea. And while look, I take nothing away from nobody and how they operate and the method of them getting their bag. Like that's not even it. I just understand I have a different philosophy. You know, you might go to Harvard, you might go to Stanford, you might go to fucking Duke or whatever. Like everybody got a different, um, got their own method to their own system. They all have business schools and uh, doctor program, nurse programs or whatever. But it's all taught in a different manner. Theory. So for me, I can't like I need my people to understand why the numbers need to work. Cause like at the end of the day, I'm cultivating a fucking, you know, I'm cultivating a group of bank builders. We the bank, and in order for us to be the bank, you need to know why the numbers need to be the way they is. You know, you need to know why our numbers need to be the way they is, and I need for you to fully understand that in order for us to know our numbers and why we buy at this price, I need you to know that. I need you to know that. So therefore, it's not about just I can tell you how to fucking wholesale all day long. I mean that does me no good, and maybe that's why I never facilitate a big team like that or organization where, I had many other people working for me because I guess in theory it's just really the principal factor behind it. But can I talk about wholesaling all day? I've done fucking 400 plus wholesale deals. Of course I can talk about it, you know. Do Should I change my method? I'm gonna stick to the 70% formula all day long, you know. But I understand that formula don't apply in my backyard when it comes to me buying my own deals and me doing a quick flip or me doing a hotel deal or me just doing a quick, you know, wholesale where I understand my backyard to the point to where I don't even need to run the fucking comps on it. I just know it. You know, I know that hell, this house is 50,000 shit. I got plenty of buyers who I know will pay me 75 for it. What the fuck I need to run the numbers for? I know this, you know. This is my backyard, so I don't need to go look at the comps. I don't need look, you see me some shit, I see the numbers, it's in my backyard. Boom, I'm hitting you up. Like, hey, let's do it. This is my price. I don't need to look. All I seen was the pictures and the address. All that matter, So, uh, that's all day long. I can talk about that shit to the from sun up to sunset. I like the theory behind it. Why my numbers need to be like that? Because at the end of the day, I want that private money. I want that money where all I got to do is make a phone call and I get 100% funding. That's what I want. Now, in order for me to get that right there, then I need to build that relationship. I need you to feel like I know my shit inside out and I ain't gonna lose no money. So in order for me to do that, then I need to be buying shit at this 70 cents on the dollar and I need to know where all my money is going. Now, if you don't understand that, okay, you see people who don't, and I did just some shit I seen, where you got wholesalers training people on, look, I don't give a fuck about the repairs. Long as I know that, this is the price and this is the ARV. That's cool. That's cool for the average wholesaler, you know. But I can't teach my people that because, I got a different theory that I want. Like, I want to teach my people because at the end of the day, yeah, you might go out and you might venture out and you might do business, you might create your own company. But if I know if I done trained you up right, in 5 years down the road, you done been successful and you still kicking it. Like shit, when I put this $50 million play in motion, and I need you to, come over here with 2 mil. I know that you done put in the work, you done put in the time to come make this type of move. So so your private funding and the people that you done took care of by providing them with quality deals. They provided you with private financing. When you come to them, be like, look, I need 500 from you. I need 500 from you. 150 from you. Like it's cultivating relationships. So it's not looking at, okay, shit, I can go out here and make 20,000 from this quick little wholesale deal. My numbers don't mean shit, you know. Well, that's for people that's, one and done, and you might get a couple twos and fews. But like, you selling a motherfucker something that you ain't got no substance behind it. You just out for the check. You just out for the check. So that's not how I operate. I have no ill feelings behind anybody who operate like that, because at one point in time, like, shit, wholesaling is wholesaling. I want to buy for this, sell it for this. But I that's not what my play was. And like I say, if anybody who know me, like, a lot of my wholesale deals was with with the partnership that I done. You know, where I sacrificed, you know, 2 3 years of my um of my time working for a particular company to gain more knowledge of the industry, to rub shoulders with some players in the field, to gain more insight on note structuring and you know create notes and subject tools and wraparounds and things like that. Now, yeah, you can go sit up in a 3-day event and learn these types of things. But then what's that? That gonna cost you, you know, $20,000, $30,000. A bunch of failures, and or I can actually make money in the process, continue to do hundreds of deals, and also pick up some knowledge that lasts me a lifetime, and also some connections. So it's like, we all have our path in this journey, and my journey just been a little different, so I don't knock anybody in their methods or anything like that. But I don't know if I make enough videos going through the wholesaling techniques or formula. So um, I try to cultivate the mindset behind you know why we do certain things, and why this, and why that. So um, but what I plan to do, man, and I guess I don't got enough fucking boards in here or something, man. I think I got maybe 8 boards in here, and none of them is empty. So I might need to give me something to actually do some studying or something on some classes. Try to find this shit tomorrow or something. But just wanna, so I can actually go through some deals and break something down, man. I did the one where I did one of my rehabs. We just finished up another rehab. Like, man, this deals is happening. Like, deals happen on literally throughout the month that I don't even talk about, posts and stuff like that. It's just not even worth it, But we doing deals, So that's just pointless for me to make a video every time we do a deal. But no, I definitely want to teach more. I want to train more, man. If y'all have some topics or something that you need help with, drop a comment. I don't know. Like, most people don't even, I guess, make it to the end of the video to even know that, I got tricks and, different stuff throughout the videos of most of the videos I put out. Hey, man, you might win a free 30-minute consultation. You might, get what's the reason, some merch, you know, it's just different stuff, here and there, gift cards, all kind of stuff, man. So, you know, not that my followers not picking up on the stuff, I just don't look. Y'all gotta give me what you're looking for. You want to talk some credit shit? I'm the bank. I can fund your life. You need some funding. We buy money. Got the trade lines, primaries. What you trying to get? You want to talk real estate? I got that. What you looking for? So, you know, It's just like, hey man, I'm looking to expand, I'm looking to grow, I'm looking to train, I'm looking to mentor, I'm looking to cultivate, you know. I'm looking to trim, uh, looking to inspire and motivate, man. This is real life. Real life, man. This shit, I don't know, 9, 10. Probably be here for a few more hours. Sacrifice, you know. Maybe I put it out, maybe I don't. I don't know. But yeah, man. Just want to reach out, let y'all know, man. Like, look, it should be no reason why we not getting in our bag. Shouldn't be no reason why, you know. And one thing I learned, man, I learned something about the stock market today. And the stock market is very valuable lessons, man. And this is why it's like it's fucking dope to be a student of knowledge, man. When you sit back and you ponder on shit, like it's really dope, man, because stock market just it teaches you shit that you couldn't learn nowhere else. And whether you go bankrupt in the process, or you lose in the process, or you win in the process, man, it's fucking lessons in this shit. And that's the dopest shit ever, because like I say, people don't connect things that applies in different fields. I apply this to like it's applicable across the board on many different occasions, whether that's relationship, whether that's, you know, and it's a certain principle, and that's patience and action. Patience and action. Now with the stock market, hey man, this is my first year. Haven't even made it to a full calendar year of investing, and by far had one of the best days I ever had today. Uh, and it came through actually patience, man. Patience and action. Like, believing in the setup, believing in the play, believing in my research, believing in the data. So all of this led to the patience that I applied, because I went through the whole day trading shit, and I'm like, this is not for me. Like, and it requires the reflection and all that. Like, you have to go through all this to figure out, like, who the fuck am I? What am I trying to do? What am I trying to accomplish? Like, without that self reflection, you just doing shit. You ain't thought about, oh, I did this, didn't like it. Oh, you just making moves, not even knowing what, like, man, why I'm doing this, why I'm doing, like, you ain't even put in no type of thought process behind it. Fuck it, I just do it and I do it. You know, still a minor in development. You know, so just that whole, so believing in the research, believing in the data, man, and actually letting it come to fruition, the theory that you had behind it. I bought this particular stock, man, way back in fucking October. I bought it off of the principle that this was the motherfucker who co-founded Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, with Mark Zuckerberg. Now, that alone, just off name alone, that gives you credibility. Now, not just knowing the history of everything that you done witnessed, you done produced, whatever boards you done sat on. So let me do a little research on it. You got this new company coming out. The company actually been around so on and all this here. Let me take a little minute to just investigate. Let me 5, 10, 30 minutes, hour, Wikipedia, different shit here, there. Boom, your IPO drop. Boom, hit up, shit come back down, and boom, I'm like, well, okay, man. Uh, I believe in the concept. Even though I don't like the fucking industry, I understand the concept. I understand the technology behind it. And I understand that the fact that this is shit that we give authority to on a daily basis through data preservation, And so, look, I'll rock with it, And as the company, stalled and this and that, I'm just through theory. Boom, it took off, and I'm like, look, man, this thing will definitely. It got up to in the 20s. Before it even made it there, I'm like, man, I'm not gonna touch this until this company hit 40 bucks. Cause I just felt like this is a proper place value. From all my data research, I felt like this could hit 40 bucks. Now this was back in October. And this is coming from me actually buying shit. Oh man, this company was $1,000. Oh, it dropped down to 100. Let me buy it. I know it's going, and that shit didn't work. It didn't work, and the company kept going under and kept going under, So I was like, oh shit, I need to sell. 2 weeks later, a month later, oh, it went back up. It went up to 110. It didn't go back up to 1,000, but I ain't lose money. Wouldn't have lost any money, but like under the impression, like, oh, this is it. Let me get out. So through trial and error, I began to cultivate and understand, like, boom, as long as the principle is there, as long as I believe in my data, my research, time will tell. So being able to reflect on that, and this was like, going back to like just reflecting on like if I've done the work, I've done the homework, I believe in what it is that I'm doing. Why wouldn't I trust my work? Why wouldn't I trust my work? What is my track record? What have my track record told me? My track record have told me when I do the fucking research, I apply my principles to the equation, I come out a winner every time. You know? And now, this is why, and me and my partner, he was here chopping it up last night, and this is where the prince, like, and this is, I'm just a student from all the great gurus. So this is just something that Jim Rome always talks about, is the fact that you have these seasons and you can't do nothing about them, you know? So even though you done all the homework and you done this and you done prepped it up real good and nice and all that, it just wasn't your season. And you did everything right. The crop just didn't come this year, you know? So these are things that one must expect. But a foolish person would fault themselves and discredit themselves because they think that they're supposed to win every time. When a wise person understands, like, your track record is flawless, you have the same analysis process through every single, and it always worked out. Okay, this was the time where this wasn't, you did everything correct. Hey, you can't win them all. And then you move, like, so you might have that down feeling and you might have that pullback withdrawal, but then when you come to the fact that you actually you process whatever happened, you look at your data. My data was on point. Well, fuck, man, this was just a season of loss. Woo! It was just a season of loss. So you accept it and you move on. And see, this is why I just like the journey that I be on, man, because I've been pondering and pondering, like, man, like, fuck, man, I took a L on this fucking property. I did everything right, and I couldn't continue to feel comfortable with it. So now I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm finna go, I'm reaching out to all the people involved, like where the lawyers at. I'm finna shoot and boot. Like, I'm finna do everything. Like, I ain't finna take no L like that. And then I got under the mentorship of another gentleman pushing $1 billion company. Uh, and he threw another equation at me. And he included loss into the equation of success. Now, they understand that this is something that I always talk. Before I even met this guy here, I just recently did it was a Wilding Out Friday or some shit like that where I talked about the same thing. And I understood the principle of, like, sometimes L's just come with the territory. Now I understand that, but I still was down. I was still like, I want my fucking revenge. I want this. Like, you just not gonna get away. But until this person here came and put this in the formula in a manner to where it took the power away from the loss,